Dr. Gregory Hart here. Thank you all for coming over to this channel. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. If you think the content is worthy to be shared, please be generous and share. And also, if this is your first time coming over to this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification button so you do not miss a new video when they are uploaded. Today we're going to talk about Elaine Thompson Herah and what the future holds for her. And I did a video yesterday on the topic, where is Elaine Thompson new home? Will it be with Walcott or Stephen Francis, or will she go overseas? Very good video. I think you should watch it, because in that video it pointed out some key notes that I wish Elaine Thompson Herah would consider, not do, but at least consider before she pick her next home. I wanted to do this video over 4 months ago when the season started in April, and Elaine Thompson actually came out to do a few races, and I was making some comparison between Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thompson Herah since they are with the same coach, and I saw some inconsistency that it made me wonder, and I wanted to ask the question then, but I chose not to at the time. So I can ask the question now. When you look at the preparation of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thompson Herah, you see a vast difference in terms of the philosophy that they use to compete for the 2024 season. And because of that, I wanted to know who was actually making the decision as it relates to when the athletes compete, how they compete, why they compete. Because when you look at the two athletes, even though they were under the same coaching instructions, you saw a vast difference between the two philosophy. And because of that, I wanted to know who was actually making the decisions for both athletes. Was it their individual team, or did Coach Walcott had any say in the outcome of when they compete, why they compete, and where they competed? Now, I observed a lot of what Elaine was doing for the 2024 season, and one thing I can say that I never saw Coach Walcott at any of the track meets that she competed in, and I wondered why. However, when I saw Shelly-Ann Fraser competed, Coach Walcott was always there, and that led me to ask the question, why is there a difference in terms of when the athletes competed and who is there and why? Now, to be honest with you, I do not know the answer, but I know that where Elaine was at that time, that it would have been good to have her coach there to support her. However, if he was not a part of the decision making, I am sure that there may have been some resistance. And I'm asking the question in this manner, not to create any issues with the athlete and coach's preparation, but I'm asking the question because when I look at the fact that Elaine was injured for most of the season, Shelly was also injured for most of the season. However, when Shelly came out to compete, she stayed locally, she ran some pretty easy and comfortable races, and she prepared herself gradually to compete at the national championship, which was of absolute importance. Now, when I assessed the way how Shelly and her team made the decisions, you can see that it paid off. She was conservative in when she competed. She ran easy, comfortable races to see where she was, and then she made the adjustment and performed well at the national championship to finish third in a very competitive race to make the Olympic team to Paris. On the other hand, Elaine did the total opposite. Even though she was not fully fit, she opened her season with two of the most competitive races that any athlete could be in. The first one was in Prefontaine, where she finished 8th, and the second one was in New York, where she also finished 8th. However, she finished that race with a season-ending injury. Now, anyone who is in track and field at the highest level would know that you never ever want to put an athlete, no matter how good he or she might be, in two competitive, highly competitive races when they are coming off an injury. And money should never be the primary motivator when you're coming off an injury and you're trying to position yourself to compete at the Olympic Championship when it was only less than 3 weeks away. So my first question is this: who should you hold responsible for this in terms of the decision making? When the athletes compete, where the athlete compete, why the athlete compete? Who is primarily responsible to make this decision? Is it the team? Is it the management? Or is it the coach? Please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. I am asking this question because at this point in Elaine's life and career, she has to get it right and get it right continuously if she has any chance, any possible chance of reclaiming her throne. And in this case, all decisions that are not in her best interest will cause a catastrophic failure on her part. So in this case, when Coach Stephen Francis said that as much as he enjoys coaching Elaine, that sometimes members of her team are saying things that are counterproductive to what he wanted her to do. And we can look at the outcomes in recent time to see that some of the decisions that Elaine is actually making, whether it's Elaine and her team, that they are not putting her in a position where she can become great again. So in this case, the question then is, what is it that Elaine must do in order to start dominating sprinting again in Jamaica? Should she allow her team to make the decisions? Should she make the decisions on her own? Please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. As I close, it is imperative that Elaine Thompson Herah and her team get it right this time around. At her age, there is no time to waste, and she must put together a group of people who can help her to get to where she wants to go in time. Now, I hope that whatever had been done in the past, that she can put behind her the issues with Stephen Francis and see if he's willing to take her back. Because at this time, I do not see a lot of options, valuable options, that can get her to where she needs to be. I might be wrong on this, so please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. I thank you very much for listening. I am Dr. Gregory Horton. Have a blessed day.